Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. We are from Group 1 and this is our presentation slide for presentation 1. For subject scientific writing in fisheries, this is our group member. We are consist of 5 group members. The first one is me, Akil Fawaz, and then Iftikar Aiman, Afiz Jazimin, Adam and Danush. For our content, we are consist of 8 topic. The first one is abstract, next introduction, objective of study, methodology, key finding, implication in fishery science, practical application or future direction, and lastly is reference.
Alright, so today our group choose the article for the topic the effect of seasonal changes on freshwater fish, assemblages and environmental factors in Bukit Merah Reservoir, Malaysia. So for the first part is the abstract. So the abstract is a study of seasonal changes in fish populations and environmental factors at Bukit Merah Reservoir was conducted from January to February 2013 on the dry season and March and April 2013 on the wet season. So there are various factors for the environmental factors, which are various water quality factors were measured, including dissolved oxygen, water temperature, pH, conductivity, total dissolved solids (TDS), and water clarity. So in this experiment, the study collected 19 fish species from 10 families using experimental gill nets at 4 stations. The results show significant differences in the total of fish catch and biomass between the dry and wet seasons. Water temperature, pH, and conductivity also differed significantly between the season, while TDS and water clarity varied by sampling station. These factors had little impact on each other in the man-made reservoir. Among the fish species studied, only 2 species, Osteochilus vittatus and Oxygaster anomalura, showed significant differences in catch rates between the dry and wet seasons, suggesting the species may be influenced by seasonal migration.
Okay, so now is for the introduction of the article. This article tells about conserving and restoring water resources such as reservoir. It's challenging because it requires understanding how the physical and the chemical environment changes, especially with seasonal and yearly variation, and how these changes affect species that living in the water. Okay. So in Malaysia, wetland areas including reservoirs face degradation due to human activity like agriculture and urban development, which negatively impact local communities. This led to water quality issues, often caused by high level of nutrient like phosphorus, nitrogen, and ammonia, which harm fish growth and health. Many countries, including Malaysia, are facing water shortage due to increasing demand from population growth and pollution. In Malaysia, 73 lakes have been created to meet the growing water demands, serving purposes like irrigation, for agriculture, and providing habitats for wildlife, including endangered species. However, human activities like eutrophication, sedimentation, weed growth, and poor water quality are common problems. Seasonal changes and human influence also affect fish populations and environmental factors in shallow reservoirs. This study aims to understand how seasonal changes impact fish communities and environmental factors in the Bukit Merah Reservoir.
So for the next part is objective of the study. First is to check for seasonal variation in some water quality parameters such as temperature, pH, dissolved oxygen and conductivity. Next, to compare differences in fish assemblage, species composition and abundance between dry and wet season. Lastly, to determine whether any particular fish species exhibit seasonal variability in the population distribution. Next, for the methodology, the study was conducted from January to April 2013, covering both dry January to February and wet March to April seasons. Water quality parameters such as temperature, pH, dissolved oxygen, and total dissolved solids as indicator of water quality were measured from different locations of the reservoir. Fish sampling was done using gill nets with various mesh size at 4 different stations to capture species diversity and abundance. Statistical analyses were used to compare seasonal differences in fish population and environmental factors.
Next, for the key finding and relevance, the first one is environmental changes. Water temperature, pH and conductivity show significant seasonal variation. Total dissolved solid (TDS) and water clarity vary across location. Second is fish diversity. A total of 19 fish species from 10 families were identified. Fish catch rate (CPUE) were significantly different between seasons. The third one is species specified trend. Some species such as Osteochilus vittatus and Oxygaster anomalura show distinct seasonal fluctuation, possibly due to migration or environmental preference.
For the next part, we're gonna explain the implication and fishery science. Implication in fishery science. Firstly, the understanding fish behavior and migration. The seasonal differences in fish catch rates for species like Osteochilus vittatus and Oxygaster anomalura highlight the potential influence of seasonal migrations. This can help fisheries managers predict when and where certain species are likely to be abundant, allowing for more efficient and sustainable fishing practices. For secondly, water quality management. The significant seasonal changes in water quality factors such as temperature, pH, and salinity, conductivity show how environmental conditions can directly affect fish populations. Monitoring and managing these parameters are crucial for maintaining a healthy aquatic environment and preventing water degradation that could hurt fish species. For the third, impact of human activities. The findings about water clarity and TDS differences between sampling stations suggest that human-induced factors like urbanization or agricultural runoff may affect different areas of the reservoir differently. Fishery science can use this information to identify areas that need more protection or restoration efforts. For the last part, the practical applications of future directions. Seasonal changes in water quality can directly influence fish distribution and abundance, which is critical for managing fish populations in artificial reservoirs. Understanding fish species seasonal behaviors can help in conservation and sustainable fisheries management. The findings support the need for adaptive fishery politics that consider seasonal variations to maintain ecosystem balance and fish stock sustainability.
So this is our references. We have 5 references.
Alright, so that's all from us. Thank you from Group 1.